Alright guys, what's going on today? This is the Crot and little Lexx Jr.'s here with me, and we need to talk about a few things. I have been debating doing this type of video for a long time, and to be honest, I've put it off for several reasons. The first reason that I've put this video off, this long drawn out explanation of everything that's been going on in the future, etc., is because, to be honest, in a way I'm still kind of torn about everything leading up to this point, and in a way that pretty much being in a Pokemon circle and having a lot of difficulty posting other content with knowing it's not going to really get anywhere has been a very big determining factor, and Anna agrees with me. So today we are going to cover pretty much everything that's happened. I've really debated long and hard about this video, but you guys have given me more than I ever could imagine for myself, and a lot of things starting next year is also going to change, barring everything stays as good as on path as it is now. First and foremost, the biggest update is this little girl is happy and healthy, and she's 5 months old. She's actually 3 because she was born early. She just doesn't know it, but she's 3. Cognitively, she's 3. And she's doing great. For everyone that has asked and checked up on the baby, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me as a father, even more so than a YouTuber. Okay, so I have talked to a couple of people about this. I've talked to Xenon about it. I've talked to Anima briefly about it. I've sort of talked to Ben and a couple other people about it, but I feel like I'm ready to go ahead and disclose this information. Okay, first and foremost, when Pokemon X and Y came out, me and Lexx were just stoked, ecstatic. You know, we were doing update videos back when I was still living in the old state and everything, and we were doing a lot of Pokemon stuff together. But this channel, as Vec and Lexx Play, TS Vector, Shadow Kid 17, all these aforementioned previous groups, channels, etc., and Gnome Degrays have been pretty much in a Pokemon circle. Now, while I have lately come up with a lot of really cool things and done things that I never thought I could do, that are both good for tutorial videos and also for more second-gen stuff, and also a lot of other Game Boy Color stuff that I've been kind of twerking around with and messing with in my spare time because I have way too much of it. Luckily, now that I'm full-time, I won't have as much wonderful spare time. So, back to my story. When Pokemon X and Y came out, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks after X and Y came out, after we had both finished the game and everything, I got into the cloning room in Pokemon Showdown for the main Wi-Fi room. Now, normally this would not be an issue, but at that time, you guys know, I was only working 24 hours a week, and I was, in my mind, all this cloning was to support this little Buki right here, because at first, before Pokebank came out, I was making decent money off of it, you know? Now, at first, no one had power saves or anything else, so we had to clone the old-fashioned way, you know, 2 DSs, I think it's like 4.5 seconds after the screen comes back, you turn it off and you hope it works. Now, this led to a lot of problems only because I got very incredibly obsessed with cloning, and I mean, truthfully guys, probably 15 to 16 hours a day non-stop, not moving from this seat. So in that right, before all that cloning, there was a lot of Gen 2 action on the Vec and Lexx Play channel, and I was getting a ton of views, you know, 300, 400, 500 a video. But also with all that cloning and trying to pretty much persuade myself that it was for the good of Anna, which in the beginning it was, and what it became is an obsession, which is terrible. Obsessions are very terrible, and I have to be careful because I have an obsessive personality by default, and I also have a lot of headaches by default. So that's another reason why my activity is kind of weird and strangely scheduled. So I lost a lot of views because I stopped posting, because I was always busy cloning, so I didn't make time to make videos or anything like that. And then I stopped cloning. I made a video that I'd stopped, and then I picked it back up, not nearly as obsessively, but it still became a problem. So single-handedly by all of that, I pretty much ruined the rest and remainder of X and Y for Lexx. Now, she has been very, very good at playing Stadium 2 off and on. We've been doing really good with that. And I've been getting some decent Stadium 2 matches. I've been asking people on Showdown. I'd give them, a week or so. I'd give them the tier list saves, whatever they needed. And we would, set up Wi-Fi and play. So I'm also clearing that up too, because there was also a couple of questions about that, my methods and such. But I don't want to dissuade you guys, because you guys were incredibly supportive before my crazy X and Y cloning thing. Yeah, Daddy, that's right. Thank you, Ann. But the thing is, with that, there's always room for improvement, and I have to say, in the coming of this, with ORAS coming around, Chas and I are both just as excited, but we haven't, gone out and done, other videos as far as, like, update videos and stuff. In fact, I think I've been the less spoiled for ORAS than I have been in any Pokemon generation, and I haven't seen any hype like this since Heart Gold Soul Silver, which I admittingly have never played all the way through Soul Silver. So blame my crazy obsessiveness or wanting to get to the top for that. I know in a minute Mommy's probably going to have to come get you because you're getting pussy and you don't want to be in front of the camera. Okay, so where do we go from here? I will be honest, I'm getting a lot more likes per video, and I appreciate that. But I want you guys to understand, I want to branch out, but I don't want to make another channel to do so. Now, I've talked to another person of mine, a great time friend and a long time acquaintance of mine, and I know him through a really good person named Jack with way too many K's in it, a really popular battle back in Black White 2 days. The great Robotnik is Sexy, aka Andy, a very stunning, fantastic individual who really is pretty much legit in everything he does, and, kudos and much respect for that. So, you can't please everybody, so I am trying to give all my feelings to you guys, and then let you guys have your field day of input, let me know what you think. Just, that would be very beneficial. And when I say that, I've really struggled trying to get input on videos. You guys got to understand, without input, I don't know what to do. I just got to kind of go by likes and dislikes, and lately you guys are liking what I'm doing, but we're not getting the views that we normally used to, and I think that's a big factor from coming back after such a long period of time. But I can guarantee you that there is a lot more Game Boy Color stuff and a lot more different cool things coming to the channel, but I need you guys' support. I need you guys to be there for me as you always have been. Now that you see, now I will be exploding very strong with ORAS. I haven't released any of my ideas or plans or anything I've got figured out for that, because I definitely want to keep a surprise factor, a little trick up my sleeve, if you will. Now, I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea. The second thing I want to talk about, other than, of course, needing you guys' input, Chas, you're probably going to have to come get her. Baby. The biggest thing next to you guys' input, which is very necessary, everybody say goodbye to Anna, is very necessary. And the reason your input is necessary is without that, YouTubers don't know where to go, we don't know what our next move is, we don't know anything. So that's really huge, and I really need you guys on like the front lines on that. I really need that from y'all. I've met a lot of fantastic people, gotten a lot of good groups lately, because the Pokemon community's kind of been a shattercrack lately. You don't really have a very strong community channel, I feel, and I think the community as a whole really has to band together. I've mentioned on Twitter, I've made some comments, I've said some things about some people and some faces that are very strong in this community, and God bless you for that. Thank you for that. But this video is not going to be only about the Pokemon community. We're gonna lay it all on the line. So I do want to mention that the other day, on my way home from work, there's a GameStop right next to the Walmart. So I was asking about the Deancey event, and I decided to tell them, or ask them. I was only asking for 6 codes, I wasn't asking for much. And I guess I somehow figured out in some way that I told them that I did streams and stuff, and they gave me 15 codes plus the 2 I already have. I'm not showing you guys this so 5,000 people can message me that never ever speak to me just to get this code. Please don't do that. That's not how this works. I want to get back to you guys, but at the same time, to do that, I need you guys on the front lines. I need you guys to help me move forward like you have been. I want to get the views and things back to the way they were. Now, that might just happen with ORAS. I've been doing some ORAS Showdown, and it really isn't getting a lot of hit either. I guess it's just kind of a hard knock life there. So the next thing I want to cover is second generation. You guys probably figured this was coming only because when I look at second generation and I look at the community of second generation, I see two things. I see two Skype chats. The reason there's two is because you have the old one, which, massive respect to everyone that started it and that I didn't, which I want to go ahead and make sure that's clear so there's no issues there. Nor is there any drama for my subscribers or viewers to get involved with in this video. Just understand, the second generation community is a very divided community in which you have one area that kind of doesn't care, kind of is just in wait, kind of dormant, and then you have another group which I feel like I lead, and I'm trying my best to get second generation back on the map as best I can, because competitively, both to Xenon, myself, and a lot of other people, it's a fantastic generation. And truthfully, the last match I had with the great Xenon, I can't even say it was really that great because I played like terrible. So I really want to get second generation back on the map, but that's again going to take support from you guys. It's going to take a lot of help from that. I wanted to definitely address that in the video because I felt like that was a very big necessity in the video because it is something that I very much care about. Now let's jump off the subject to Pokemon. Let's pick up our spaceship and fly to another part of this conversation. You just kind of fade out. Not only am I asking for support with Pokemon, but I've really been considering making a Yu-Gi-Oh channel lately. A lot of people have no idea that me and Lexx are Yu-Gi-Tubers. Now, we're not the type to buy a lot of cards and go out and play in public. Because I'm going to tell you right now, our public spot, our public local gaming shop is terrible. They don't follow the rules of Upper Deck Entertainment or whoever hosts Yu-Gi-Oh now. And it's just really frustrating to want to play in organized events when A, you really don't have as good of a job for it. Well, now I'm getting there, but I'll get into that. And our travel situation is not optimal for events like that. I have no problem playing online or anything like that. There's a really good YouTuber by the name of SSJason19 who does pretty much all Dev Pro, and he does really good on views. And that's really something I'm looking forward to. You know, I don't mind bringing y'all ranked matches, but the problem is everybody that is subscribed to this channel, with the exception of the random people that play both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really kind of hard to find Yu-Gi-Oh players. Now, I do know the great Moody Pones who watches this channel and a recent follower, thank you for that, ma'am, does at least have a deck I've seen her play, so I don't know if that's a thing. But you look at really great people like Wild Chase, you know, he organizes Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, it's something I want to bring to you guys without having to dictate another channel, because that's more time me working on a second channel when I could bring it to you on this one. The problem is, if I put anything that's not listed Pokemon in the title, I don't get any help, I don't get any input. I feel like I have to give multiple people the link just to see what's up. Now, people need to realize YouTube can't be done alone. I've tried to join more groups and not really ask all the community channels because I'm really kind of against that. But if you find really good individuals, really good faces in the Pokemon community, as I've said, Anima, Xenon, Moody Pones, Wild Chase, you know, all the good faces, all the people that are keeping Pokemon really alive and well. And that's just naming a few. Don't anyone feel singled out there. And stuff. Now, I started YouTube not with the goal of really getting that far. I just random BS when I was Shadow Kid 17. There was really nothing to it, and I got even less support then because I didn't know how to tag or anything else, and I was a YouTube noob. And then my name, a lot of people have asked where my name comes from. I ran a community called Team Sonic. I was recruited by a really, really well-known and respected All Generations player, Lutra, back in the day. and I worked my way up for 2 years and got promoted to leadership, and then it ran for 3.5 more years, and then it died in a miserable black hole. See, there's a lot of things that I think about during the course of the day of trying to get back involved with Team Sonic, second generation, a lot of things that I try to find to devote to put my time towards. But it really doesn't work like that. Now, I realize that I get a lot of matches on Showdown and random chats and stuff like that, but I've got a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of my favorite metagames are games that aren't even legitimate or existent. They're hacked metagames in some aspects, but they're really good because they aim to balance the cluster that is the originals, which I have no problem with the originals, but I like the new stuff as well. And see, Anna's helping me voice all this to you guys, so just listen to her. She's she's got very relevant points. Okay, so as far as that, and I'm also going to give you guys some insight into this if you want to look up anything that I'm talking about or planning that I'm releasing as public knowledge. Red Blue Yellow Plus, it's a really good mod. I'm working on modding it to a red Pokemon Red ROM because it was a Black 2 White 2 mod done by Hydreigon Master, which is now no longer a thing because the DS servers are, well, the DS servers. Exactly what Anna just said. Now, I realize that is probably not a thing, but there's other metagames that I'm working into coding different ROMs just to see kind of what they are. They may not be very fantastic or anything. I mean, I'll always love Crystal and Stadium 2, and those are things I'm really trying to get support for. Now, recently I've also gone to Zabuza the Water explaining my take on dead subs and second generation stuff like that, and he told me to be humble. So that's another reason I'm making this video, because I want to be humble to the people that started it. But please understand, the only reason I have aimed and tried to offer all the help that I've offered is because, number one, I'm usually on the computer 95% of the time, which now is like 65 because new job and, you know, working 40 hours a week. Probably more. But, that's one thing. And, you know, another thing with that is I'm a dad, so that's a determining factor. But you guys gotta understand, I'm doing everything I can to help, and a lot of the second gen community has this really nasty thought about me that all I want is soul control. Okay, this is not real life right now. We're talking about games, and I'm doing everything I can to keep the community alive. Everything that I possibly can, even back to posting, you know, 2 to 3, 4 Gold, Silver, Crystal games a week, and also some other randomness to that. So there's a lot of Game Boy Color stuff I have planned, and a lot of little tools that I keep finding. I'm really good at finding little small things just to work with and occupy my time. So, back to the major point. We talked about Pokemon, we talked about the channel, and how much I need you guys on the front lines. Of course, that involves Patreon, PayPal, whatever you guys are up to these days, helping creators out. I'm not even asking for better equipment in a way, because I would be happy just to get support and, you know, guidance and stuff like that from the people that I feel like I've given that to through the years. And I think that's a really important thing, because recently I've had my fair share of bad thoughts about a couple of people, and I've already gone to you guys about that. There doesn't need to be anything else said about that. We've already resolved those issues. But I really want to bring some Yu-Gi-Oh to you guys, because I feel like this channel's so infested with Pokemon that you guys probably don't think I play anything else, or like anything else, or obsessed with anything else, and I disagree with that completely. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is as important of a game to me as Pokemon is. And there's a lot of other stuff that I like. I like little off-the-wall stuff, but I'm not going to post random LPs on a channel that barely gets, you know, support as it is. So basically, if you want to outline this in different parts, you got Pokemon, you got viewers and support. Let's get the views back up. I've got the likes I want, now I'm looking for the views to go with it. And to really forgive me for the transgressions of spending 17 to 18 hours a day cloning. There's really no way to apologize for that. But now I'm trying to do the right thing. You know, for the last week and a half, I've told you guys, I've mentioned in videos that I've been working both jobs the last week and a half, and I've had these 16, 17 hour days, and they've pretty much just killed me, you know, because I've got matches scheduled with Moody and like 7 or 8 other people that I want to battle, and I've just had no time to do anything. But aside from battling, I really want to duel. I really, you know, I was looking up Corey McDuffie, who, if you guys don't know who that is, he won 2014 Nationals with Hat, those Yu-Gi-Oh players in this video. And I see people like that on Dueling Network, and I really want to play them. I like DevPro better than Dueling Network, but you know, that could be a relevant thing. So there's a lot of things to think about with this video, and I probably will show this to probably 90% of you, because I feel like the people that I've supported and helped through the years, I feel like it's only right for you to do the same for me. You know, support for support, and I really feel that's a big relevant thing. And yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the future of the channel. I've already talked about the Pokemon side. We are done with Pokemon for this conversation. But other than Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys know Smash Wii U is coming out. Me and Ben have already planned to be on either stream or Skype calls, so I'll take matches like that. We basically will be sharing a Wii U because I'm poor, and yeah, so that's a thing. But I definitely will be having some matches with that. I'm hoping to get a lot better Luigi Pac-Man matches, because those are my mains in Smash. Smash is another big thing I love, but there's a lot of fan games that I just feel like are just way over the top. And I really don't like Brawl, even though I did enjoy getting massacred by Robotnik in Brawl, because he's really good. I don't want to crowd this. In a nutshell, I do want to bring you a mixed channel. But my question is to my viewers, when do I introduce it as a mixed channel? When is it going to be when people look at stuff other than Pokemon, no matter what it is? And I made videos about this, and I feel like I've done this till I'm blue in the face, but Xenon has really talked to me one-on-one about this and encouraged me to keep going at it and really working with you guys, because you guys dictate this channel. You guys have given me 8 or 9 videos with no dislikes, except for today, but I don't know who that was, but you know. I've done really well. I've gotten really back into the swing of things. I just really am looking to the viewers now. I'm looking to all the viewers and all the people in Twitter that I'm involved with, and trying to do more things with them and trying new metagames. You know, I tweeted all of you today, different people I want to play and battle and schedule and all that stuff, different tiers and whatnot. But it's really going to be ultimately up to you guys. Ideally, I would want to bring you a Smash Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon channel with some other stuff splashed in, but that's going to be up to you guys. But do understand, if it becomes separate channels, there's 2 things that could happen there. Number one, the second channel could not even be remotely important, and it could just sit there and this channel rack up everything. I've got a really big game plan come next June, something like that, but you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. So please like, share this video with everyone that you know. I do want to make one more thing public. A lot of people don't know, after the rebirth of Pokemon Pit and Pokemon Pit Beta, they do not know who was running Pokemon Pit Beta behind closed doors. That was me. And when I got that from Xenon and asked to do that, a lot of people made their commentary about my quality not being good enough, or I'm not known enough. Well, of course I'm not known enough, because I have really tried to get out in the community, and I've done everything I feel like I need to do. And Xenon basically said, hey man, just put everything on the table. Everyone who truly follows you and, you know, helps you out will listen to you and give you support. So I feel like this has been long-winded enough. I know Xenon's was like 50 minutes long, so I'm right at the halfway mark. Good job. So please rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Objection! Find the computer room. Peace. Like and share this video with others. And thank you for your time. And thank you for your patience. And thank you for all of your help. And let's progress forward as a group. Peace.